Our mission at My Veteran Passion MVP is to elevate awareness of veterans' mental health. Through both physical and virtual platforms, we empower our nation's warriors and continue the battle against veteran suicide to ensure a smooth transition for veterans into civilian life while preserving the camaraderie they cherished during their service. Through diverse events, social and virtual gatherings, we provide connections, resources, benefits, and education.
Got one.
And as I've
Strong bodies harbor resilient minds. Your support unleashes the true potential of these national heroes. Stand with us in nurturing success and creating a positive environment for mental and physical health alike.
Nonprofit designed to help the community's mental health through physical fitness and virtual gatherings to aid veterans in transition to their local communities and prevent veteran suicide. The views expressed by individuals are individual ideas. MVP does not condone the use of sexist, racist, or discriminatory statements or remarks. This is an adult conversation.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for being here. This is the MVP Morning Mix. We are starting the craziness. Happy Friday, y'all. I am gonna... There we go. Hey, yo. Ah, what's up, Bonquita? How we doing?
I have arrived at it.
You have arrived at it with chicken nuggets. Roger that.
They're not. They're banana baby chocolate chip pancakes.
Banana?
Banana bread, bro?
On a fry?
Banana bread?
At work? Hell yeah.
Good.
Thank you.
That's awesome, yeah. Well, it's awesome to see everyone's beautiful face on this Friday. Fun Fact Friday, right? A little bit of this, a little bit of that. We've seen a couple of MVP members streaming, which reminds me, like Drunken Dagger. Thank you for being here, brother. Yeah, absolutely. We also have the 24 for 22 coming up this weekend. We're going to start Saturday morning at 5 a.m. Pacific, 8 a.m. Eastern time. And we're going to go for 24 hours till the next day to try to raise awareness, tell everyone, hey, this is what we're doing, and raise some funds for MVP so we can continue doing this stuff, continue supporting other veterans and the mission that we're providing here. But for today, as we were talking all this week about anxiety, today we're going to be talking about that managing the anxiety. Like, what do you do? What are some of the, guides, some of the things that you can do, and just understanding it and just recapping a little bit more about it, so just it's an open floor about it and what helps and what doesn't, the I want to open up the floor before I start saying anything about it, because I know that a lot of people have good thoughts about it. I've heard good things prior, and I just want to open it up. All right, not everyone at once. Sorry, shit.
Jay, go ahead, Jay. I'm just kidding.
I had anxiety, self-inflicted anxiety this morning for the fear of doing something wrong and someone seeing it. Okay? And the way I fixed the situation, right? So that helped, but I was still anxious because I was like, "Oh my gosh, what is going to be the repercussions of this?" And so then I got home talking to my grandma about it. That helped relieve some of my anxiety. because she snaps me back to earth and gives me a dose of reality. And then like coming home and decompressing, going for a walk. Those are like some of the little ways that I managed it today. I'm still a little bit anxious, but not as much as I was earlier.
Well, I mean, time always helps out with anxiety as well. You know, the more we talk about it, sometimes, you know, the less you keep in. And it's hard for some people to talk about it. Some people just like to, you know, keep it in and not say anything, and sometimes it just blows up. So it's pretty awesome that you're identifying and sharing it with us. That's the biggest thing. You know, having that support system and having that ability to be comfortable enough to say stuff like that. It's very powerful. It's definitely one of those things that when we are dealing with anxiety, hey, no problem, Delta. We have to build that network of peers that you feel comfortable with and saying like, hey, I think this is the color blue, even though everyone says red, you know, and you feel comfortable saying that with people because, you know, you feel understood. And whether they agree with you or not, you feel understood. Not everyone has to agree with you in order for you to be understood by someone else. Um, Out on the waves where the sea meets the sky, the sails a man with a fiery eye. His name is Vop, a legend they say, a red-bearded pirate, a marine in his own way, with a peg leg stomping and a heart of gold, living in Oklahoma. Vop the pirate, brave and bold, from plundering ships to defending the land. He's the one-legged captain with in his hand. Plank plank in his hand.
Oh my gosh.
And Weller, like, you're that.
I needed Pooh to sing that and not Vop to say it. Like Pooh said she would sing it.
So what
You
you're
wrote
saying
this.
is you have heard of me.
Okay,
Damn.
already got you. Out on the waves where the sea meets the sky, there's a sails a man with a fiery eye. His name is Pop, and legend they say a red-bearded pirate. A marine in his own way with a peg leg stomping and a heart of gold, living in Oklahoma. Vop the pirate, brave and bold, from plundering ships to defending the land. He's one-legged captain with the in his hand.
I mean, never mind. I have two legs.
Percent
So,
summer, like they just like just when that started happening, and they're like, what do they do? I don't want to say it.
that honestly is pretty fire, my guy. All right, Bob, I'll record this
That's
for you
really
later.
Yeah,
That's the first song anyone's ever wrote about me, so I really appreciate it. I really do. I really appreciate it.
that's good, brother. Hell yeah. How'd you get the fiery pirate outfit? Talk to us.
How did I get it? I bought it.
Well, no shit, you bought
It's
it.
not
But
a.
like,
He's such a jerk.
It's not a.
like, what was on your
Oh.
mind? Like, oh, I'm gonna go and buy this today.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
I deal with anxiety by doing this type of stuff. It helps me. It helps me deal with uncomfortable situations because I'm the guy in the pirate outfit. You know, even though like maybe me deep down underneath this, which you can see for the price of a cheeseburger, um, but it helps me deal with like if I don't want to be here, but I know that me being here is good for not only myself but other people. So little goofy shit like this kind of helps me deal with that type of stuff. Like I remember after I got out the Marine Corps, uh, and I moved back to Oakland. My anxiety would be so ridiculous sometimes when I would go to school that I used to wear a lucha libre mask. I used to wear it. I'd go to school, I'd go to the store, I'd go wherever because it helped me be out in public and people were looking at me, but they weren't looking at me. So it helped me get comfortable with being out in the store, go into the mall, living a normal-ish life And then when I felt comfortable one day, I took it off and I had it in my pocket. And then now I don't need it anymore. You know, like I still will go to the store and I'll put earbuds in. That's because I don't want to hear people be like, "Excuse me, sir, can you get that on the top shelf?" Type of thing. So I was like, "Yo, if Blanca comes back with a pirate hat, I'm gonna be shit." But the type of stuff helps me out. Like it might seem goofy to some people, but it's me. It's me trying. It's me making progress, and it's me moving forward. So I'd rather be, I'd rather be the pirate guy, the guy who wears funny shit. But I'm out. I'm conquering I'm conquering my fears. I'm conquering my anxiety. I'm doing the best I can,
Yeah.
and that's all that's all that matters to me. And if it's not, like if it's too weird for you, I mean that sucks to be you. I don't know what to tell you.
What's that one movie with Adam Sandler with the kiddo?
Big Daddy.
Big Daddy.
It was my nickname in college.
Well, that's what she said, right? But
I mean, it's for another
but
story.
it's the same what you're saying, what you're doing, and it's amazing because we can assimilate to that. Like, hey, some people like to cosplay because you're right. They don't see you as you; they see you as your cosplay. You know what I mean? Big Daddy, the kid, when he was nervous, he didn't want to talk, whatever. He put the sunglasses on because he seemed invisible. And then he can, feel comfortable in his own skin, type of thing. Um, it's a real thing where you have to figure out some of the things that make you happy in order to attack those things that make you uncomfortable. Um, what I mean attack, I mean like, um, you know, take that punch to something that's uncomfortable. Delta says, "That's rare. A pirate buying stuff." That's funny.
Well, I did use the booty I collected to pay for it, so
Woo!
somebody else's booty.
So many good jokes. So many good jokes I could make. Ah! Delta says, nice. Navigating the emotional seas.
That's correct.
we're in a plunge of puns. I love it. But yeah, no, Vop is right. What's the new way to like basically be in the time, in the place and time, and not be there at the same time? And I did it myself all the time in college. Put my headphones on. There's nothing playing or whatever. You just put your headphones on. Why? Because it's just people don't want. You see people and you ask them like, "What are you listening to?" "Oh, nothing. I just put them on." Why? People don't bother me when I have them on. And that's true. People don't want to bother you when you have headphones on. It looks like you're busy or something like that. I don't know if that's good or bad though. You see what I'm saying though? Because I don't know. I did it too. I'm not saying I didn't. We all do it sometimes. When you go to the gym, sometimes, well, when your headphones die, you just have them on there. You don't take them off. I do it all the time. Maybe it's just a habit. I don't know, but yeah, practicing that type of tools, whether it be that or there's some great apps out there to help you with anxiety, help you ground yourself again. And I'm not sure if the VA, I mean, they're apps. I don't see why not. If you go into, so the VA has about, I think, 24, 25 apps that they have for mindfulness, medication. There was one that they created for COVID, and that one's really good because it would give you positive affirmations in the morning. It would give you certain things to do, and it helped you because when a lot of us have some type of anxiety or something looming over that, and let's take COVID as an example, right? One of the biggest things that it disrupted was our pattern or schedules, right? You couldn't go to work anymore. You couldn't do X, Y, or Z. So now people's patterns were disrupted. And that creates major anxiety on people. when people don't have a schedule or a recognizable pattern in their life, that creates anxiety at times. So that's why we say, hey, you have a schedule today, or do we have something going on today? Because that schedule helps everyone keep us in line on things that we have to do, that we can do. Sometimes sitting, I think Jay said it, sometimes too much free time is not a good time, or something like that, he said. But it's true. We have to plan out our days in order to feel some type of regulation with ourselves. We're creatures of habit. So that helps us navigate through anxiety land type of thing. What are some other adaptive practices that we have? Cosplay, as Jade Made and Bob said, like, are big. I mean, we have many people that do it to, help other people and stuff like that. Spider-Man for a cause. We have another gentleman that dresses as Batman. Like, that helps him out a lot. That'd be cool to have, like, Vop. You did like a you did
Captain America.
Captain America. Captain America.
Captain Vop America.
Oh, my bus. How dare
okay.
I? How dare I?
No, I mean, I get it. Like you gotta equate something, even if it's like the step like below.
Lesser than? Yeah.
It's fine. One thing that I used to do, and I find myself doing it sometimes, is when I first came back from Iraq and I was like, everything was just new, and I would go to stores and stuff like that. Like I saw a psychologist and like nervous tics, and they said try to do stuff that helps you focus on something. So like I used to do the touch your fingers back and forth. Like so I would go into a store and just go back and forth on my fingers, and it would help me like focus on something instead of there's 150 people right in front of me and I can't assess every single one at the same time. So it would help me focus on something that I could until I could like relax. And that used to be something I didn't need anything special. I didn't need that. I needed sometimes if I get to I do with both hands. It got carried away, but like I would just sit there and I would just like look around and be like, it's fine, you're okay. It's just a store. Tap my fingers a little bit and then go about my day.
Yeah. Um, there was a big item that was been sold, and people make different varieties of them. Anybody know what I'm talking about?
Like the fidget spinners and stuff.
Spinners.
Yeah.
Like those fidget spinners were used because people had anxieties, so they have to have something in their hands to do something in order to focus. And they're fun. Be
Yeah,
there
they
for
are.
hours, and then put it in one finger, and then you have different types of them, and having one of those even just in your pocket or just feeling it sometimes allows you to get that feeling again, like, all right, I have it there, to the point where you don't have to pull it out and use it. But yeah, the fidget is one of the things that helped out greatly to reduce anxiety, especially in kiddos.
Flip side of that. I know you say like we're creatures of habit, but I've never really fit into that category.
Mhm.
I'm not a creature of habit. I feel like my brain thrives on like variety and adaptability. Sticking to like rigid routines and stuff like that. It's really difficult for me. So like it's like the complete contrary to the way that I operate. So like I'm really good at embracing flexibility, and that helps me manage my anxiety better because since I'm used to having to deal with like adaptability, I use that to counter my anxiety. Just it's always different, something different. For my little ADHD buddies out there.
So how do
I
you
would say I'm
plan
a
for the
creature.
future?
Oh,
Sorry, go ahead, Plum.
I was gonna say, well, I think I fall in like a category where I'm like a creature of variety, like a variety of habits. So like Blanca, for example, we will get into a routine. Like let's say let's Icarus, for example. We played that for a month, right? And that was kind of our routine. And then the next month we have a new routine. And then the next month a new routine. So it's like being a creature of habit, but building like consistent new routines. Moving on to something new. I don't know if that's good or bad, actually.
I think it still follows under adaptability. The fact that we can keep going with something new, and it's even though it's new, it's comfortable to us. Yeah, I agree with that.
And obviously, what we're doing here is we're talking on how we are, what we're doing, or hopefully you're processing in your head, what we're talking about here to see if, the way you do things is different or better or worse or whatever. It's for a self-assessment. It's for a self-motivation of things. What's up, Fat Boy? Thank you for being here. And it's the biggest thing that we can do is analyze ourselves. It's easy to analyze someone else and judge them, and say like, well, they're messing up here. They should do this. They should do that. It'd be best if they can do this or that. But when you start self-analyzing, that's the hardest part, because then you are your biggest critic. What was the thing that they said that in your mind, when you talk good or bad about yourself, the difference is that you don't know the difference. So when people say don't talk bad about yourself, I do it all the time, and I don't know why I do it. And they're like, don't talk like that about yourself. It's like, well, I don't mean it, but it's true. Sometimes you don't know the difference.
I think because it feels honest. Like you're being honest with yourself about something that you know about yourself. It feels honest, even though people see it negatively. Like they think that you're speaking negatively. Maybe it could be perceived that way, but it just feels honest.
Yeah, Bruce Lee said, "Never talk bad about yourself because yourself doesn't know the difference." So you're supposed to believe in yourself, but if you say bad things about yourself is going to believe the bad things about yourself because of how honest you should be with yourself. I absolutely 100% agree. Like you should be your biggest cheerleader. I mean, I I'm my biggest cheerleader. Everybody knows that. And I feel like you should be your biggest cheerleader cuz like when all of this gets turned off, when you're sitting alone, you have to be there to bring yourself up because if not, I mean that's why this whole thing right here, MVP, that's what it's for. It's because of the people who couldn't be their biggest cheerleaders and they gave up. That's what this whole thing is about. So if you can't be your biggest cheerleader, like that's something you need to. I'm a huge advocate of that. You have to believe in yourself
And
because
sometimes,
if you don't,
go ahead, sorry.
if you don't believe in yourself, you'll never believe in anybody else who believes in you. Because you're like, how can I believe that you believe in me if I don't believe in me?
It's like a fire. Like, yeah, you can borrow a flame, but you have to make sure you keep that flame alive, you know? So you can gain that motivation that, like when let's use it when what Bob said, like when you're alone, after the morning mix, 2 hours after, and you're thinking and you're getting anxious, like what do? You know, we encourage it all the time. Toolkit, your cell phone is right there, even though you're alone in your house playing video games or something. We're like on the phone, we're on your computer, we're on your game console. You can reach out to us, you're not alone. But when you're physically alone, how do you control those emotions? And it's part of it. We might not know how. We might just say, well, I just go and start drinking, or I go and numb myself up, or I go work out, or whatever it is. Too much of something is bad. It's just the way it is. Too much oxygen is bad. Too much water is bad. Everything is in moderation is great. So when you talk about those times when you're alone and you have to believe in yourself, you know, lighting up that fire and keeping that flame alive. When that flame does go off or it's going off, use your network, use your tools. You know, Bop is here. I'm sure he'll give you some motivation.
Poppy Voppy and Father Pooh.
And I don't like Father Pooh, bro.
I liked it.
What was the one that Plum said?
Father Pooh.
No. She mentioned that.
Oh, are you talking about Father Dixon?
No,
Mhm.
no, it was when
Father
that
Dixon
Poppy
did that.
Pooh. Poppy Pooh. That's what it was.
that
What?
doesn't even sound right because like it just sounds like a swear.
It sounds like a baby saying something. Poppy Pooh.
That's
Okay,
true.
I just
You're
can't. I
right.
can't have my boys around here, or what? I just can't.
I want to be. I just want to be Father Pooh when I give
That's fine.
out Poppy Voppy style advice.
Bro, you know, something that just came up as you guys were talking, bro. Like I was thinking, cause like Bob was like, oh yeah, like this came about from somebody that from people that were not able to be their biggest cheerleaders, and he's like, and then I realized my mind went to like, oh, brotherhood and picking up the slack for people when they can't. You're strong, and then I realized I'm like, what if all that ceases to exist? And I'm like think about it, because we thrive a lot on helping each other. But this is why you have to keep a very close account of who you are and live your life. Because let's say everybody's fixed miraculously one day, like just humor me here, and boom, right? Like nobody needs support, everybody's good, like you're not needed. Um, what do you do now? Like if a lot of your identity is for helping people and others, where are you? Like we must feel complete with ourselves, and sometimes not feeling complete brings anxieties, because you're like, bro, like when this ends, my life is gonna suck. But if you're complete with yourself, if you have a sense of completion already, and you're like, I'm good with myself because I know my life, and this and that. This is why we have to be really, especially with organizations like this. I believe that we should be really careful and make sure that we still live our lives and make time for ourselves, because let's say it stops existing, you're not gonna go into a frantic panic like, oh my god, I'm not needed anymore, and this is what I live for, and I live for others. And it's like, no, bro, like live for yourself, learn to do that. Make sure that you as a core is 100% before you can go out and extend your hand out.
Yeah, it's a core thing that we have to do. Is even though you're talking about this perfect world, the biggest lesson that we have to learn is that, like, be okay with you. Like, if all mental issues cease to exist and we don't need MVP anymore, how would it be okay? Our mission is complete. Like, I would sleep
Yeah.
fine, you know, but knowing that, I mean, I got this message yesterday. Um, Sorry to bug you. I just didn't know anyone else who might have an insight on this. I got a call this afternoon. My cousin and his wife have been shot and killed here. I don't have the details, but my cousin was very depressed, and it's very possible that it was a murder suicide. I guess the question is, how do you cope? How do I help my family? How do I help his family? They said he was an ex-marine. What do you say to that? It's tough.
I think that,
That's tough.
yeah, I know for sure stuff. Yeah, it is, and it sucks. Yeah, I actually went through something like that because my family, we just buried my uncle, and it looks like, from what it's looking like, he someone hit his car and fled the scene, and he passed away because of it. And that just happened like 2 weeks ago. And so, you know what the biggest takeaway from that was, man? Like, I realized that my big power was being there, being myself, and just encouraging my family every chance I got. If my mom couldn't go to the store because she was in pain and in tears, then I'd go to the store. If they could not, like, I wouldn't even ask, like, oh, would you like some coffee? I would just get them the coffee and then take it to their hands. And that was my higher power's presence in that. It's like I feel that the biggest miracles we are is just what you can do at that moment. That's the biggest help, you know. Like you're nobody's expecting you to pull off a miracle or be miraculous, but being there is there's no replacing that. You know, especially in tough times like that. It's intense.
Here's another one I deal with. That I don't know how you feel about it, Conejo, but like you said, I did this because my higher power. Well, it was you subconsciously thinking that person would appreciate this because I would too. Like, at what point do you give yourself credit?
I would I would think you know the way that I've been seeing it recently is if I genuinely feel happiness in my heart when I'm doing a certain activity, then I feel like okay, this is me enjoying it for me, and this is me being present with the moment. So like for example, my I posted a video of my sons in a story. Right, we were doing push-ups, and we have this stupid little game where I'm like, hey, and the goal of this is I want them to demand respect, as in like when somebody calls you, have them call you by your name. Don't respond to hey, like hey, and then turn around like no, like hey Renee, hey Ryan, like that. Then you turn around. So that's the point, right? But the funny part is like I'll just be looking out sideways, and I'll be like hey, and they'll turn around, and then when they turn around, I'm like B C D, right? The funniest thing in the world where I'm like I'll be driving my truck for work, like all the way up to LA, and I'll just bust out laughing in happiness, bro, because they I love it when it spreads over to them and they do it to each other and then the family starts doing it. It's like I'm like that's something healthy and joyful that I know that they're doing and it's teaching them something. And in my heart, that's my happiness. And I'm like, okay, so me spending time with family is genuine happiness that I feel I do for me. This is how I don't forget who I am. Doing something sweet, you know. I mean, you guys know obviously about Carito, like like so. It's like different things, right? Like when it's something personal that I feel good in my heart, then I know it's for me, and this moment's for me, and that that you create good memories with that. And I feel like that's how you build a good foundation, identifying the healthy, happy moments that make you feel good. You know,
Awesome, man. Hell yeah.
banana bread.
All day.
I just want to point out, Conejo texts me and I text him back.
No! Strides, Banca. Strides.
I know.
uh,
No, it's a really good post too. Just he was reminding me to remember to be happy.
yeah. You deserve that. You definitely do. We all do.
Conchita,
Don't.
I see you all the time, and pues obviously estás bien bonita. And I, just until you mentioned it right now, it's so weird. I forget that you're able to feel sadness sometimes. Porque siempre, I always see you like a person that gives out so much. I don't know much about you. But what I do know is like all the resources, everything, all the information that you put out for everybody. You always have good feedback. You always have good conversations. You always, in addition to that, like you're a teacher and you offer so much knowledge, as a parent about kids, about students and resources, even for all of us as adults, not just veterans, but para todos. There's so much to you. From the little that I know about you, it's a lot, and I always see you like giving out. So it's kind of, I know I don't know. I don't think I ever thought about you as someone that, which is stupid of me, but I just now realizing that. So yes, you look beautiful when you're happy. You look beautiful when you smile. So thank you for giving that to us.
Thanks, Carito.
Yeah.
Bro,
What?
I enjoy you
Bana-
when you're sleeping. You look prettiest.
Yeah. I think you're the prettiest when like you're just listening.
I look dead. I look dead.
You know when you say you're like listening from your bed and stuff like that, that's like
That's
She's learning how to get into my Alexa too. Great.
Yeah, no, bro. But you know what's crazy, man? Like one thing I realized over the last 2 weeks is in times of crisis or high anxiety, like laughing is like the best medicine, bro. Like I remember being in the hospital with my mother because she cut her hand recently, and she was holding her hand in pain, and I'm looking at her and I'm like, oh man, like what can I do? And then like immediately like in my mind I'm like, bro, like don't act like you're not a class clown. I'm like, cause you're a clown, bro. And so in my mind I'm like, Jefa, and she's like in pain, and I'm like, ¿Usted sabe qué es soy milk? And I told her a stupid soy milk joke that is like Spanish, you know. And she didn't get it. She didn't get it. And then she got it, and then she could not stop laughing, bro. She was in tears laughing. And in my mind, I'm like, all right, there you go, you know, job done, like 30-second thing, you know.
yeah.
It's like, but best medicine overall, better than breathing, putting what is it, lavender up your nostrils is laughter. You know, like, oh yeah, I punch myself in the face and then I forget. Like, bro, like just make somebody laugh, bro. Like, you know, like, you're stupid, you know?
Yeah, no, like some people do have that beautiful power of being able to, lighten someone else's day up. I remember, and it always comes into my mind as an example. We were doing our first trench assault in Afghanistan, and we're all nervous and everything. People have done other deployments and all that, but this is our first assault as a team, on our deployment. We go, we start getting shot at, we're pushing, we lay down, we start getting shot at. The guy in front of us, and most of us saw it, our friend, he gets shot. But when we see him get shot, he gets shot by one of our friends. So here we are, we see one of our guys shoot another of our guys, and we're trying to pull him, we're trying to assess the situation and all that. Remy. And when we're doing that, after the thing, we're all quiet. And the first thing someone said is, something came up and bit him in the butt. Well, like they were like referencing like what's his name? Forrest Gump?
Forrest Gump.
Yeah. And next thing you know, the whole trench assault we were laughing, saying like, stuff like that. And to us, that helped us decrease the anxiety. Give me a second. I'll be right back.
Jesus. What the fuck?
Good morning, everybody. Pooh, I'm here to make it weird for you.
Yay!
I forgot muted. Hola, Bexy.
Good morning, guys.
How are you gonna make it weird?
I don't know.
Oh,
I'm
what are you
just
wearing
weird,
now?
so anything I do will suffice.
Did you post on Get Some Milk, you weirdo?
You look up weird in the dictionary, you'll see my picture.
You've
Ow.
got to
Good.
melt
But I
like
love it. I embrace it.
mushrooms later.
Good morning, Bullet.
That's either a protein shake or a.
What up? What
You
up?
put me in touch of milk, it helps me put me to sleep.
That's not a vase, Doc. What is that?
Coffee.
But it's not in a flower vase.
It's true. It's true. Yo, yeah, I don't know. It's like coffee with bananas.
What'd you say?
Nothing.
That's a
I don't
thing.
know. Yeah, I can't hear with not to
Coffee
be
and
much.
banana?
Yeah.
Nope.
That's gross.
Yeah.
I'm appreciative of what I get, and that's it. I'm just appreciative.
I'm gonna stick to my banana chocolate chip pancakes. Thank you.
Ketchup and onion? Is that what that is? An onion.
DJ, you're hot micing.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, he was hot micing for sure. But
Who's hot?
what are you doing over there, Ramface?
Bex was gonna turn on her camera so we could see her beautiful face.
Oh, okay. I just had my hair
love
done,
when
but then I
girls-
had to put it up.
I love when
So.
pretty girls show me their face.
I just had
Aw.
my hair done too. So.
Hola, Bexy.
Yay!
Dyed my hair.
Yeah, Vop just did his hair the same way.
What's that?
Vop just did his hair the same way, fiery red.
No, it's
Yeah, Bob, how did you not pick that up? How did you not pick that up when you first said it?
I like them horns, Boppy.
Thank you. I
Yes.
grew them
know,
myself. Thank you.
grab him by the horns.
Yeah, grab some, have something to hold on to. It's-
There you go.
My
I
bus.
mean,
My bus.
I am free this
My
weekend.
bus. My bus.
I've been trying my best to behave.
I'm trying.
You're a
I'm trying.
bad boy.
I'm trying. Drunken Dagger over here. You, like, it's tough. Jay looking like Uncle Bernie, and it's the weekend. I don't know.
Bop is who's behaving too well right now? Scary.
Oh, dude, you're wilding out. Really back in.
I've been really good in all the morning mixes for the past couple of months.
I appreciate it.
And no one spoke to me about my behavior. I just chose to be nice.
Your medications chose to
Emotional.
be nice. That's the difference. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. No, I'll still get grumpy.
He's like, I have to work at it, okay? I have to work at it.
It's
for you guys.
hard not to want to punch you in the face, Doc. Just saying.
No, only when we play games together, Doc, do I yell at you.
Same.
What?
Don't let it go to waste.
I know, bread, bro.
I know.
Just chug it already.
It's
If
hot.
you're gonna hate sipping it,
It's
just
hot?
chug
I
it.
thought it was like an iced coffee. It'd probably be good as an iced coffee.
He has problems swallowing.
I do.
No, he
Especially
don't.
if it's chunky.
He's just pretending he does.
I like to pretend. Hey! Get out of here!
Behave. Also, guys, didn't we just said too that laughter is a form?
Yeah, it's a great form of medicine. Yeah.
Don't forget.
That's what I'm here for.
Yeah, that's what I'm here for too. To get laughed at. Absolutely.
Guys, my overnight oats, by the way, said that time amplifies what you feed it.
Yep.
No way.
Yeah.
My soda
That's true.
says, me and
I
my
learned that in my
RT.
child development class.
Look, I get messages on my oatmeal.
My protein premier says caffeine equals 1 cup of coffee.
I only get
My
messages.
question is, why didn't you put it in ice?
Look, when your mom shows up
Adventurous.
randomly with something like this, you're just appreciative because you never know when you're not gonna have that anymore.
Let him be adventurous.
Oh, don't try to put us on a guilt trip.
That's okay.
You paying for
To
the
blame
tickets?
his mother. You hear that
No,
shit?
I'm not
Doc,
blaming. I'm just telling you. She
Mother.
passed by.
Pity
I
party.
share that sentiment with you because I was driving home today. I was like, God, I really don't want to call my grandma. I would love to just ride and just listen to music. And I was like, no. Stick to the routine. And I called her, because you don't know if you're always going to have that time. So I get it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's tough, especially if you love someone and then they just leave. So you appreciate the hot protein with chunks of banana in it for some reason. You just say thank you.
Watch her be like, "Oh, that was for Remy. I'm sorry."
Yeah, I
Just
was like,
over
"Yo,
here."
you
Like-
let Remy out, but that was for Remy. Like, what the? Like, did you drink it? Did you drink it? Hey,
No wonder
Jamie,
Remy's
thank you for
pissed.
joining us.
On here that says chillin'. Does anybody else have that?
Oh,
what?
yeah, you're allowed
What?
to do that.
What is that? Why did it just appear on my thing?
What are you talking about?
On me, right?
It was on you earlier. And I was
I
like,
don't
that's
know I don't know why it's
What?
on you. But I set my server status to chillin'.
Okay.
That was big chillin' with Floppy.
Yeah, in MVP server. Because
Yeah, what happened there?
Any other one?
What happened? Why'd you write that? Like, what are you talking
That was
We'll talk about that after.
about?
it's not
Okay, Roger,
recorded.
track it. Okay.
I did. So as I was pondering, that was my pondering helmet. I put that on when I need to think.
Yeah.
Your thinking cap.
Yeah, it helps me focus on everything. For your buddy, whoever sent you a message, I mean, the best advice is I mean, what helps me get through stuff is like it never gets easier, but you get used to it. Don't ever expect you're missing someone to ever go away. It's never gonna go away. But you just keep them in your memory and focus on the good times instead of the aftermath. Focus on doing if you guys had a tradition or if you had this or that. Focus on the good times because if you focus on the negative, that's all you're going to see is negative. You know, it's world's about perspective. If you are happy and you think about good stuff, you're going to be a happier person. So if you focus on negative things about a person who's no longer here, you're never going to get to make happy memories again. All you have is memories. So you focus on the good times. You focus on what made you guys happy. You focused on things you did that brought a smile to your face. You know, they'll keep those happy memories alive.
I agree with that.
Big fact. What makes my grandma happy is when she gets to shit about our family.
Also, remember, part of healing is honoring people, and the way that you honor people is that you do something that you remember that they love doing, and so you honor them doing that. Or for example, like for my birthday, I honored my brother Marco by doing a 13-mile hike. He was big on like I don't want to do this, but it's good for me, and I want to be ready, so I'm gonna do it. So in my mind, I'm like I'm gonna honor him doing this for him, and it was it felt really good, man, because you feel accomplished on top of everything, and then you know that if they were here, they would love you for it.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's how you honor somebody.
Yeah, a living memory, bro, for sure.
That's how.
Mhm.
Go ahead, Doc.
No, go ahead.
I don't mean to bonk at you.
No, it's okay. I don't want to bunk anyone else.
I appreciate it.
Do I have a term? That is so awesome.
You became
Your new verb.
I don't care if it's a positive or a negative.
It's a term.
It's a term.
Drugs, how we doing, big dog? Good morning.
Mexican, so the negatives really just mean loving.
Yeah, that's true, bro.
That's what I try to tell people. Like a lot of vets a lot of us have we remember our buddies who passed, and you get sad about it, and it's a sad thing because you're like, man, we're not here to have a beer anymore. We're not here to do this anymore. We used to do X, Y, and Z, but instead of thinking of it negatively, you think of the good times. You change your perspective on it, and like, yeah, you can't make it, but how many people in your life who are still alive that you don't make memories with anymore? Are you sad about them too? Like the kid in the 5th grade that you guys used to sit and eat lunch with. You don't do that anymore. But it was probably your best friend in the entire world at that point. But because of how you think about things, like that doesn't bug you anymore. You don't lay awake at night like, man, I miss eating lunch with, Michael. We used to sit and eat lunch in high school together, and we don't anymore. Of course you don't, because you don't associate it with you anymore. So it's all about how you bring in stuff. So if you start thinking about like my buddy, every time I go back home, I go to the cemetery where my buddy, who we went to high school together, we joined the Marine Corps together. He passed on now. And we used to eat lunch in high school. We used to eat lunch in high school together. And then we did the same thing a couple times after we both got out the Marine Corps. So every time I go to town, we go and have lunch. I go and have lunch. We have lunch together. And I talk about, he used to have this boombox. We used to listen to Afro Man, and his boombox was called Peanuts. And so like I'll listen to stuff on my phone. I'll listen to Afro Man on my phone and be like, yo, you remember when we were in such and such's shop class listening to Peanuts? And I just eat my food and I focus on the happy memories. Like, he's not here. I'm sad. But that doesn't mean that I should just be sad forever. Like I choose to enjoy his memory as us wrestling together or playing football, or Friday before a football game one time, we went to this place called Straw Hat Pizza, and we got a large pizza, and we both ate half of it, and then we had a football game later that day, and he threw up because he ate half a pizza. You know, I like to think of those memories instead of, I can't call him on the phone. I can't message him. At his funeral, is watching his kids cry for their dad. Like those memories are there, but I don't focus on those memories because heartbreaking. But I focus on the good times of we used to go in the weight room, and I mean we'd see who could squat the most. We'd see who could deadlift. We'd see who could curl the most. I mean, his mom used to make
Hey.
his mom used to make salsa, and it was a little too look like. I mean, I'm cool, but when it comes to food, like I'm not the greatest. But it used to be so hot that we would like see how long I could eat until I was
It's runny nose
until I
and
couldn't
stuff.
eat it. Until like it's not coming out of my nose and stuff like that. But I choose to remember those memories because that's how I want to live my life. I won't live my life sad. Yes, I'm sad about it, but I'd rather have those joy and those happy moments be more than the sad ones.
That what he's talking about, that complex thought process of the positive ventures over the negative amplitude that you would give it with time, as Bankas was saying, it's a big show of who you are. If you keep just dwelling on negative stuff, a lot of negative stuff that are going to be coming towards your life. If you start thinking positive and all that, you'll start seeing the positives. I saw something on Instagram, and I know that Vob mentioned it before, where um, he said something regarding when you're on the road, you don't pay attention to red cars until you say, I'm going to pay attention to red cars, then you start paying attention to them. You know what I mean? So it's your perception and your mentality and how you're perceiving things that's going to keep you on a plus or minus side. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Conejito, when did you shave your face? You look good, bro. I don't care what Bob says. You look good.
Damn.
Wow.
Before we go that route, I just want to say, Bex, your hair looks
Banca.
beautiful.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I wasn't sure
I
about the
second that
color at
take.
first. I thought it might be a little
Third
bright. You
that.
can't really tell right now, but it was a little extra red, like bright. But it's like washing out a little more and toning down. So I'll accept it.
It looks good. It looks really good. I like it.
Hey, Bob, how many washes before yours had to tone down?
I will hit a child. I will. I absolutely will. You still sit
Actually,
in a
my
booster
dad.
seat, so I will. 100%.
Shots fired.
I'm just kidding.
My
What brand was it?
dad's hair is like oranger than Bob's. It's like flaming hot Cheeto orange.
Oh, are you gonna say something else? I was like, poop my defense.
Beautiful.
What? I wasn't even. I'm gonna tell you something. I zoned out. I don't know what you said.
Yeah. Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
I bonkered you in my head.
Banca.
Mm.
Banca.
Bex, look, there's this color shampoo conditioner. It's conditioner for your hair, but it lets the color stay. This is my rose gold. For
This-
some, I always go rose gold.
Is
But
this,
Did it turn into the bonker show?
I was gonna say these
It's
are
our show, yes.
cosmetic
Bonks
tips
and
with
Bex.
Bonka.
Yeah.
Listen, Bex doesn't always turn on her camera.
MVP.
No.
I know, this is
It's when
beautiful.
see
I
her.
love it.
It's,
This is
It's
awesome.
good to see her. We already know that Bob's a ginger. He gets it.
Yeah.
What does it do with
Let Bex
Natural.
have a moment. Damn.
natural? That's what I'm saying. I'm natty.
See, that's how cool you are. We just
Does the
we like
drape
you.
match? Never mind.
You
But,
wouldn't be the first one, so it's
Won't be the last either, probably.
it's absolutely true.
well, everyone, really appreciate everyone being here. Seriously, because you don't know the type of change you make on a people's day, a week, a month, a year, for just being here and conversing, bringing up some of your, life experiences. Some people could really be effective in a positive manner in that aspect. And thank you, everyone, for sharing Bob, thank you for sharing your stories. Really appreciate it. Everyone that did it. And turning on your cameras. This is amazing. I really wish we could have this a lot more. Especially what a way to go out on a Friday. We have the 24th for 22 tomorrow. And we have awesome veterans and veteran supporters streaming on Twitch and other platforms. Please make sure you check them out. We're going to have a watch party in the MVP Discord as well. So whenever you can or have a chance tomorrow, hop on in there, say hello, check them out. And also, there's a lot of people working hard on the media and marketing here with MVP to make sure that you go on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, follow it. See now, oh my God. See now with 20 subs, bro. This is going straight to MVP. Really appreciate everything you're doing here. Honestly, we're gonna be having this, and I'll make sure to drop that there. Make sure we follow. Killing it, buddy. Appreciate y'all. No, man, we appreciate you.
I got one.
Yeah, hell yeah.
You're not subbed. Wow.
Yeah.
Blanca, shout 'em
Again,
out.
she don't like me like that. She don't text me back like she texts Conejo. Let's just say that.
This is true. It took like 2 days to get back to that. I think it was like a week.
I appreciate you, man. Make sure we follow.
That's
Cena.
not true. That is not true. I told you instantly. The second you text me, I said, I'm in a voice chat with Plum. Come now while I still remember.
Oh, that's funny, but we do this Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We bring up different topics. If you have any topics that you're wondering, interested, intrigued about, please send it to us. Maybe we can put it into the schedule. I know people have asked many different topics. See now, again, thank you very much, brother. That's amazing. We're going to be doing this again on Monday. We also do a $10 raffle gift card for everyone that's here, that's participated, being a part of it. Banca, do you have the? I mean, not Banca. Plum. I don't want to say poo because I confuse everyone. I was about to say poo, but it wasn't poo. It's plum. Go once, go twice. Not no big deal. I can pull up one.
Jade me back because I messaged her.
Awesome. That's great. Just as Doc was finishing his thought, we've got stuff on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, all the social medias. So go out and likes don't cost a thing, follows don't cost a thing. So
your likes don't cost a thing.
I want to
so
pass
you'll
a
write a
motion
song
that
for
we
that, but you won't
change-
write a song for me.
that we change banana bread to pan dulce, please.
Well,
Qué
yeah.
Pan
cute.
dulce?
Yeah, that's
Pan dulce.
We can do that, I guess. In San Diego.
Who is
Yeah,
sending
there you
us
go.
art?
We're already trying to plan to go to San Diego, Conejo. So get your shit straight now.
Wow. So MVP next year, right, is in the great state of Oklahoma, right? So, MVP Oklahoma, right? 2025.
So we have the raffle going on.
Trunks, Dagger,
Trunks.
Jade.
Wow.
Who else?
Banana bread. I mean, sorry,
Bob.
pan dulce, bro.
Banana
Oh
bread.
yes, who is sending the Sarge? Did you see that he gifted us?
See, now Sarge was amazing with an amazing donation. Thank you very much,
Thank
Sina.
I don't think I'm allowed to shout him out.
Shooter.
We better. Let me try. And his games.
I got it. Don't
I
worry about
appreciate
it.
you. Thank you.
Continue doing that. I got it.
Thank you.
Oh, Bronco knows how.
Leak. Make sure Leak's in here. Gotta. Can't forget about Leaky. Freaky Leaky.
Name it Leak now. Get it right.
Yo, don't tell me how to live my life. I'll say whatever I want.
Leaky Fleek.
Anyone else? Let's see who else we got going on
Bro,
here.
that list is way too short.
Yeah, absolutely. Let me proofread this.
All right, so
Bonka, Vop, Plum, Corito, Kunjo, Trunks, Dagger, Jade, Senile, Bullet, Leaky, Trunks,
Where's
Dagger.
It's okay.
Yeah, Bex, Pooh's streaming. That's crazy. It's Jay.
Jay.
Nice.
Shooter.
Do one for Carito, another one for Dorito, and a third one for Burrito.
Okay, dilly.
Somebody must need laundry soap.
Yeah. Oh, what about me? What about me?
Bro.
Wait, Trunks and Dagger are on there twice.
Yeah.
Jade Maid is in there.
Plum? Did I get Plum? Plum's there.
Yeah,
Conejo.
Plum's there.
That boy was in my chat.
Quiet
Dixon?
Storm.
Whoever El Dios.
El
95
Dios, yeah. Quiet Storm. Thank you for being
we
here,
get
Quiet Storm.
Delta?
Frizzle. Delta in the house. He's off for the
Did you
weekend now.
Did you get Dickskin?
Oh, foreskin.
He came in earlier.
Yeah.
It's from Letterkenny, so
Yeah.
get over yourselves.
What?
It's from Letterkenny.
Yo, Bob, if you've
I've seen
given
a
me
couple of those
anything that
episodes.
is the best, it's Letterkenny.
It's
I
Letterkenny.
can't stop watching it,
You're
and
welcome.
I have to watch it like 2 or 3 times. It's funny.
It's
You
amazing.
need to
It's
like, your mind has to be like there to understand the jokes. It's so funny. It's hilarious.
Absolutely.
Trunks?
Huh?
Do you have Trunks in there?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. He Trunks was there twice.
Bum 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 bum.
Okay, cute. That's how.
Cool.
Go once.
I think that's it. Is Brittany's in there? Is that?
Is Brittany bitch?
Is my moment coming?
Is that Pooh again? Nah.
I didn't say poo. I just
Going twice. Anyone streaming that has their any people watching or being a part of the stream? Jay, I know you mentioned someone.
Yeah, Fat Boy, but that's Dixon, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I got you, Jade. No worries. I'll remember you, Jade, even though you.
Oh,
never mind.
she's
You're
right
gonna
here.
carry
She in
laundry.
the middle. She in the middle.
I said Jade was here first.
Yeah, you know what? Absolutely, Bonka, of course, did it.
Yeah.
Yep, of course
Yeah.
she did. Weller's in there, right?
Oh yeah, Weller was here too.
Hell
He
no,
is-
you
he
put me
is
on
here.
that-
What do you mean?
Put my
Oh.
ass on that wheel.
I got you. I got you. I got you. Don't worry about it.
Made a song and everything.
He made a song and everything.
Sorry, Bonka got you. Not me. Bonka did it. Don't. Bonka's
Not doxing people. All right, I think we're good. I think we're ready. I left a blank spot. I don't know why. Let me remove that.
crazy.
All right, going once. Going twice. Happy Friday, y'all. Here we go. Boy! Man, about time he wins something.
What do you mean? He got plum. I mean, it's crazy.
Well,
Just turn around
well, I'll ask her to do that, but I don't know how that works. I'm sorry. But
Pooh, do you need laundry soap?
No.
Call, message me. My bad. I'll message you.
You
I got you.
Stop, bro.
I haven't
Stop.
claimed my win from like a few weeks ago. Pooh, you can have it if you need
That-
detergent.
Why are you trying to steal my? Oh my god! You know what? Don't let Bonka take care of it. Don't worry about it.
Everyone,
No,
thank you for being
I
here.
think we both should send it, and then I determine who sent the right kind.
No, I'll just
Here,
give you
where's
money
my
and you
win
can
for
do your
Wednesday?
own.
Oh, okay. You win hands down.
I mean, hey,
Everyone, thank you for being here. Really appreciate y'all. We're going to continue doing this. We got the MVP morning mix coming up on Monday, and then we have the 24 for 22. Everyone, we have a great time. Hope everyone has a great time this weekend. Please join us, and we'll see y'all soon. Salty Sailor Talk Saturday and mobility strengthening as well. See y'all later.
Wait, stop what you're doing right now and check this out.
Our mission at My Veteran Passion MVP is to elevate awareness of veterans' mental health. Through both physical and virtual platforms, we empower our nation's warriors and continue the battle against veteran suicide to ensure a smooth transition for veterans into civilian life while preserving the camaraderie they cherished during their service.
Right, 68, 61, 70? No, something like that.
It's a very nice.
Through diverse events, social and virtual gatherings, we provide connections, resources, benefits, and education.
Yeah, let's not do something. I prefer the AC than to think that my house is gonna fly out like fucking Dorothy.
And as I've
Strong bodies harbor resilient minds. Your support unleashes the true potential of these national heroes. Stand with us in nurturing success and creating a positive environment for mental and physical health alike.
Wait, stop what you're doing right now and check this out.
Our mission at My Veteran Passion MVP is to elevate awareness of veterans' mental health. Through both physical and virtual platforms, we empower our nation's warriors and continue the battle against veteran suicide to ensure a smooth transition for veterans into civilian life while preserving the camaraderie they cherished during their service.